All right, so picture this. A room, right? But it's more than just a room.
Okay.
It's like this space that's basically, it's like it knows you, like your style, your heritage, everything. And it's all been put together, like curated almost, with a little help from, get this, artificial intelligence.
Oh, wow.
And no, we're not talking like robot interior decorators with tape measures.
Right, right.
Well, not exactly.
Yeah.
But we are diving into this whole world of how AI is kind of bringing this whole new energy to Jamaican interior design. And it's pretty fascinating stuff.
It really is. And what's got me like really interested is how this tech, this AI, it's not just coming in and like taking over,
Right.
it's intertwining with this design tradition that's already like bursting with life. It's got so much soul.
Absolutely. And it's interesting you say that because we saw this happening like leading up to Jamaica's Design Week, right?
Yeah.
AI was everywhere.
Oh, yeah. It was the buzzword for sure.
Total buzzword.
Yeah.
And you know what? Design Week, it wasn't just hype. They actually did this whole survey about like AI and design. And some of the stuff they found was, well, it was pretty eye-opening.
Oh, I bet. What did they find?
So, for instance, they found that something like 64% of, design professionals said they were at least like, somewhat familiar with AI, which on the surface sounds...
And a good chunk, yeah.
Right. It sounds like, okay, people are on top of this.
Yeah, you'd think so, right.
But, and this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Only about 53%, a little over half, of homeowners said the same thing.
Oh, wow.
So you've got this gap, right, between the people who are designing these amazing spaces and the people who are actually, like, living in them.
That is fascinating. And it makes you wonder, right, like, what's going on there?
Exactly.
Is it like, are homeowners hesitant about AI? Are they just not aware of it? Or is there something else entirely?
It's probably a little bit of everything. But here's the thing that I found really surprising. Despite, maybe not being as familiar with AI, a huge, and I mean huge, 85% of homeowners were totally open to, like, getting design advice generated by AI.
85%. That's wild.
I know, right? It's almost like they're saying, okay, if this AI can help me design a space that's like truly me, like really reflects who I am, then I am here for it.
I think you hit the nail on the head there. It's that personalization factor, right?
Yes.
People want their homes to feel unique, to reflect their personalities. And what's more personal than a design that's been tailored just for you, even if it's with a little help from AI?
Totally. And it's like, those AI image generator? Imagine that, but for your living room or your kitchen.
Exactly. Imagine, say, you love a particular piece of Jamaican art, right? Like you've got this stunning photograph of Dunn's River Falls.
Right.
You could actually input that into an AI design program.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it could generate a color palette based on the photo, suggest furniture that complements those vibrant hues. It could even like map out the whole layout, taking inspiration from the flow and energy of the waterfall.
Okay. That's seriously cool.
Right.
And it makes me think about my own place.
Yeah.
Like, the possibilities are kind of endless.
They really are, and that's what's so exciting.
Totally. But here's the other thing that I found really interesting, and it kind of ties into what you were saying earlier about Jamaican design having so much soul. Even though people are open to AI, they also really want to stay true to their roots, Like, the survey found that 69% of homeowners want their homes to have natural local materials like bamboo, wood, things like that.
Of course, those materials are gorgeous, and they have such a story,
Exactly.
It's about connecting to that heritage, to the land.
Absolutely. And then it's not just the materials. 61% want to feature Jamaican artwork.
Of course, because why wouldn't you? It's beautiful.
Exactly. So it seems like it's not about like AI coming in and saying, this is how you have to design your space. It's more about like working together,
It's about AI augmenting and enhancing the design process, not dictating it.
Exactly.
Imagine this. A homeowner sits down with a designer and they're talking about, their vision. They want to use local hardwoods, maybe some pieces their grandmother passed down, and they're drawn to this specific traditional color palette. They can experiment with different layouts, see how the light plays off those rich wood textures, get a feel for how those traditional colors create a certain mood.
It's like having a digital mood board, but like on steroids.
Basically. And I think it allows for this really cool back and forth, this collaboration between the homeowner, the designer, and the technology.
It's like AI becomes this like digital design partner, right?
Exactly. We can't forget that nearly 77% of homeowners in the survey said that personalization was super important to them, like very or extremely important.
Which makes sense, right? I mean, your home should be like your sanctuary.
Exactly. It's your space, and it should reflect who you are.
Totally. So how does AI play into that? Like, how does it help make a space more personal?
Imagine this. You tell an AI program, okay, I love waking up on Sunday mornings, making some Blue Mountain coffee, and just chilling with some Bears Hammond playing in the background.
Right. Sounds like a perfect Sunday.
Right. And you want that vibe, that laid-back, soulful feeling reflected in your living room. AI can take that information, that feeling, and translate it into design elements. Maybe it suggests incorporating soft, flowing fabrics, or a color palette inspired by the warm tones of a sunrise over Kingston.
It's kind of amazing when you think about it. Like, AI can take something as abstract as a feeling and turn it into a physical space.
That's the power of it, and it's something we're only just starting to explore.
So to kind of bring it all back, what we're really talking about here is how AI has this incredible potential to create spaces that aren't just beautiful, but they're also a reflection of the people who live in them, both in terms of like their personality and their Jamaican heritage.
Precisely. And while we've been focusing on the homeowner here, right, AI's impact is going to be much broader. We're talking about local artisans, furniture makers, even tech professionals. They're all going to be a part of this.
It's like this whole ecosystem.
Exactly.
It's pretty credible when you think about it. Like, it's a whole new era for Jamaican design.
I think so.
And on that note, I'm going to leave you with this thought. If your home could be designed by AI to be like this totally unique expression of you, what's that one element that it absolutely has to have?
Oh, that's a great question.
Think about it and let us know.
Yeah,